Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm Toriiseju and I do beauty, lifestyle and natural hair videos. So please do subscribe and also like this video. It helps this video to reach a wider audience. And yeah, let's get into this video. This video I'm going to be talking to my new natural hair girlies, anyone that's starting out their natural hair journey and just want to get like the basic information on what to do, what not to do, and how to start up this journey you're starting, how to start this journey that you're going on. And I'm just here to advise you, give you like the basic things that you need to know, and the things that just the basic things that you need to know, and a little bit of extra, just extra at the end. So tuned for the end of this video because I'm going to be giving like extra things that you can try to help boost your hair growth journey. And also please do subscribe. I do a lot of hair videos, and if you're starting out on this journey, my channel is literally going to help you to grow your hair. And yeah, let's actually start this video. As I'm talking to you, I'm going to be doing my hair, so I might be looking this way because I have a mirror here. So I'm just doing my regular midweek routine on my hair while I talk about like the basic things. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is hair porosity. So you've done your big chop, you want to start out your hair journey. Like hair porosity is like an important thing that you should know. If you don't know what hair porosity is, it's basically how your hair absorbs moisture and how it retains moisture. So we have like three general hair porosity. We have high porosity, low porosity and medium porosity. So if your hair is high porosity hair, that means your hair retains more, like your hair absorbs moisture. Your cuticles, like your hair cuticles, are open and absorbs moisture faster, but it doesn't close, so it can also lose that moisture as fast as it absorbs it. So your hair absorbs moisture quicker and it doesn't retain moisture. Basically, if you have low porosity, it's harder for your hair to absorb moisture and it's easier for it to retain moisture. So the benefits of knowing your hair porosity is that it helps you to find like good hair products that will work for your hair, and also it helps you to like know how to do your weekly routines. Like right now I have high porosity hair, so my hair dries out in like 3 days, max 5 if I'm really good with my routine and all of that. But that's why I'm doing like putting moisture back on my hair, because your hair, natural hair, literally thrives on moisture, and if your hair is dry, it's literally going to break. You have a lot of hair loss and all of that. So knowing your hair porosity is something that you should know first off, like starting off. And it's very easy to know your hair porosity. You just make sure that your hair is clean. Then you get a strand of your hair and put it in a cup. If your hair falls down to the bottom, that means you have high porosity. If it's in the middle, it's medium porosity, and if it floats up, it's low porosity. That means your hair doesn't absorb moisture quickly, so it's literally floating. High porosity, it's absorbing the moisture, it sinks down. Medium is just like the perfect in between. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is wash day. So I'm going to give you like a good wash day routine. Like wash day routine can make or break your natural hair journey. I say this because if you're not careful, or if you don't have a good routine, you can literally damage your hair. And also, most people, the first thing they do when they basically turn natural is to get like a lot of products, which I would not recommend, because you might get products and literally find out that those products don't work for your hair. So what I'm going to suggest is that I'm going to recommend like few products for you to try out. So the first product I'm going to recommend for you that literally works for every hair is the Cream of Nature Argan Oil Shampoo. You should try out that shampoo. It's very moisturizing, it doesn't strip your hair, and even if you have a low porosity or a high porosity, it works for any hair. And also I'm going to recommend this olive oil replenish conditioner. This is what I'm using now. As you can see, this is what I'm using now. And basically, and also the virgin hair fertilizer cream. I'll put it on the screen for you to see, but those are the products I'll recommend for you. So now let's talk about like your wash day routine, because you have to be really specific about your routine, because your natural hair loves routine. Like natural hair thrives on routine. So my wash day routine that I found very easy and simple is that I always detangle my hair before washing my hair. Like I always do my detangling process, my pre-poo, every single thing first off before actually going to the shower. So So I finger detangle first. I use a detangling brush if I would, but I usually just finger detangle. Like I don't really care for detangling brushes like that again, because using your fingers you can be able to tell where the knots are on your hair and all of that. I know I'm talking a lot, and this is like taking longer for me to actually finish spraying my hair, but yeah, let me just quickly do this because I'm talking and I'm forgetting to spray my hair, and I really need to saturate my hair. So yeah, so having a good wash day routine. So the first thing I spoke on was detangling first before entering the shower. The second thing is always wash your hair in sections. I know there's some people that wash their hair like just straight off without any section, but I find it easier that you wash your hair in sections because number one, you detangle. Detangling before actually going into the shower really helps your routine to be shorter, helps your routine to not be long because you've already detangled outside the shower. So if you've detangled outside the shower and you go back in the shower, when you're washing your hair, you can easily form tangles again. So that's why I always suggest washing your hair in the sections you used to detangle your hair. And also focus on your scalp, then actually now like wash the length of your hair. Always wash the length of your hair, guys. Like don't only focus more on your scalp, but focus more on your scalp to get like your scalp clean, then wash the rest of your hair. Then for conditioning, that's why I gave this conditioner, because I also use this conditioner as a deep conditioner because it can work both ways. But if you want to, that's why I said that like the basic things, I just give you the basic things. If you want to use this conditioner, you can also use it as a deep conditioner also. So but you can, at the end of the day, if you like want to get new products, want to try out new products, you can get like deep conditioners. But I suggest like this one is really good starting off, like a very very good conditioner. And also if you're using the argan oil shampoo that I recommend, you won't need as much of you won't need plenty conditioner because it's a very moisturizing shampoo, so it doesn't strip your hair, like doesn't leave your hair feeling dry. Then the next thing after doing your wash, your detangling, your washing, your conditioning, your deep conditioning, then you can go in with your creams and oil. I make my own oil, but I suggest like you're just starting out, so you can always try castor oil, olive oil, coconut oil, but I really like castor oil and olive oil more. Coconut oil doesn't really work for every hair, it leaves my hair dry, that's why I don't like it. Then I do the LOC method, that is liquid, oil, and cream. So you can always try out different methods. That's how I lock in my moisture. You know, I spoke on hair prosty, like your hair thrives on moisture, so you need to learn how to lock in moisture on your hair longer so that your hair can always feel moisturized. And also your ends are literally like the oldest part of your hair, so you have to take care of them. If you notice that your ends are dry, you can always go with moisturizer. Be generous with your moisturizer on your ends because they really really need it. Like, and speaking of fact, like they need it and they dry out faster. Like they're the oldest part of your hair and they tend to dry out faster, so always like care on them and all of that. Like I'm doing that now. So the next thing is protective hairstyles. So you mostly see online that protective hairstyles is what like natural hair people use to grow their hair, which is true. So for like how to find a good protective hairstyle, like this section is how to find a good protective hairstyle. First off, you need to know if you have fine hair strands or thick hair strands, because if you have fine hair strands, there are certain protective hairstyles that don't work for you. But to not make this all like more detailed, like I have a more detailed video on this which I'm going to link in the description box. But straight off, like the summary of what I'm going to tell you is that a good protective hairstyle is a hairstyle that is tension free, that don't over manipulate to put that protective hairstyle in, and when you're taking it out, you don't have to over manipulate your hair to take them out. So straight off, I'm going to talk about cornrows and flat twists. Flat cornrows are harder for me to take out on my hair than flat twists. That means it's not really a good protective hairstyle for my hair. If you notice that when you take down a protective hairstyle, you lose so much hair, that means it's not a good protective hairstyle. You need to change that certain protective hairstyle. So like this is the protective hairstyle that I'm currently using to grow my natural hair. You can actually try this, no extension, just your natural hair. You can wear wigs when it's new, you can take them out, put them in cute hairstyle. It's very very versatile, but I like to wear wigs when I have this on. And I also do flat twist. I do like flat twist on my hair, which I normally take out. So there are like a lot of protective hairstyles that you can try. You can try jumbo box braid, but be careful with the extensions because you don't want to use so much extensions that will weigh down your hair. So be careful with the extensions. So like something you should be careful about too. So you know what I said, a good protective hairstyle is a hairstyle that is tension free, that you don't over manipulate to put in and to take down. That's just something that you should always remember. So the last thing I'm going to talk about is scarves, bonnets. Always make sure you wear your silk scarf, you wear your bonnet, you wear your put silk pillowcase in case you don't have like scarves, because if you're trying to retain moisture on your hair and you don't wear your scarves, you don't wear your bonnet, your pillowcase, your bed sheet is basically going to absorb that moisture. And also when you're rolling around on your bed, you cause like friction, tension on your hair, which can lead to like tangles and knots and breakage. So always wear your scarves. So that's the last basic thing I'm going to talk about in this video, especially if you're just starting out. I don't want to overwhelm you with so much information, but those are the 4 basic things that you should know that should help you get to a certain stage before you start learning about more things about your hair. And when you learn how your hair retains moisture, how your hair like certain products, you can be able to pick out certain things for your hair. But those are like the 4 basic things. So like I mentioned in the beginning of this video that I'm going to give you like extra bonus things that you can do to like give your hair a little bit of boost and to like speed hair growth, strengthen your hair and all of that. Bonus things I'm going to talk about are hair treatments that you can try on your natural hair to help strengthen it, to stimulate hair growth and to be able to grow your hair, let me not say faster, but able to stimulate hair growth at a faster rate. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is deep conditioning. I spoke on deep conditioning. So deep conditioning is basically like using conditioners, but it's that added moisture you add to your hair. You know how I spoke on like natural hair tribes on moisture and all of that. So you have to condition your hair to be able to add that extra moisture to your hair. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is protein treatment. Protein treatment improves the overall appearance of your hair. It helps in strengthening your hair, the elasticity, the strength, the density, all of that good stuff. So basically, if your hair is feeling dull, your hair doesn't look like healthy, and it just like lacks that extra like you can tell your hair is not thriving, so maybe you need a protein treatment. So don't overdo like that. You know how like something good, if you overdo it, it can be bad. So it's not something that you overdo, and you basically do it when you notice that your hair isn't like feeling good, the appearance of your hair is dull, and you notice that you need a treatment. Like all these bonus things, they are basically treatments. Treatments are things that you do to your hair when your hair needs it. It's not something that you do every single time. That's something that you should have in mind. It's not something you do every single time. So I suggest that you always do this when your hair actually needs it. Don't overdo it, because overdoing something can actually ruin your hair. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is hot oil treatment. So hot oil treatment is basically you putting your, like how I mentioned, I make my own oils. It's you basically using your oils, putting it in a bowl of hot water for it to get warm. Then you put it on your scalp and use a scalp massager to massage the oils. What this does, doing regular scalp massages also helps to increase the blood flow on your scalp, which also stimulates hair growth. So doing this regularly also helps your hair to grow and stimulate hair growth. And also the benefits of the oils that you have, I suggest I have a video on how I make my oils, and I'll link it for you to check out. This is an oil I made. It has a lot of herbs and good properties that help to strengthen, stimulate hair growth and all of that. So yeah, that's basically the last hair treatment I'm going to talk about. And also I have a lot of videos on my channel for natural hair, especially if you're starting out your natural hair journey. I have so many videos on like how to grow your natural hair, mistakes that you shouldn't make, giving you tips and all of that. So also subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss uploads from me. I upload every single week. And yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Don't forget to also leave a comment. I always answer my comments. If you have any questions, I'll always answer you. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.